Alright everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel as it applies, and welcome to this pick a pile reading. So this one is on money and other things that matter. Okay, if money matters, we're going to talk about money, and we're going to talk about anything else that matters that the spirit guides would like to bring up in conversation with this reading. It's for the week ahead, any week, any year. It's timeless in that way. It's also reusable. Your timestamps will be found down below in the description, as always. When you're ready to skip ahead to your reading, if choosing option 2 or 3, then please use that timestamp to do so. Pause the video after the introduction if you need some more time selecting your reading. Option 1 is over here, represented with this green envelope that I received my Cash App card in recently on top of it. So that's option 1. Option 2 is in the center with the $500 easy money, play money. And option 3 at the end has the pile of change on top of it. Alright, y'all, you know what to do. Pause the video if you need some more time, and I'll see you at your reading. Moving into option 1 now, with everyone selecting option 1. Here we are, option 1. We're going to look at these cards first and then your tarot. We got some suggestions here with the Good Deeds deck and the Stress Less deck for your week. You've got find a smell that relaxes you. Write a thank you note to someone important in your life who's helped you. And start your day with some gentle stretching to ease yourself into your morning routine. Okay, and then for spirit guide for the week, you have the Screech Owl. Get creative. Message to get creative. Alright, so let's take a look at the tarot. The Devil card, subjugation, is the leading energy. This could be representing a person with personal placements in the sign of Capricorn, or something else that's going on with astrology and the sign of Capricorn. The sun's in Capricorn, the moon, Venus, anything like that. You also have the Hermit card. This is Virgo energy. Same thing I said about Capricorn applies for Virgo. Page of Wands. Now we have the fire signs making an appearance. 8 of Wands, velocity. 8 of Pentacles, economy. Okay, and then 4 of Swords, recuperation. There's this theme message about taking time after you're laboring away at something. After your shift at work is the perfect example, but it of course isn't limited to that. Taking some time to rejuvenate, to recuperate, to rest, to replenish, to reset your mind, change gears, coming through as a really highlighted message, something of great importance. The 4 of Cups, discontent, reverse position. And 3 of Pentacles, foundation, also reverse. And then we have subversion, the Queen of Swords at the end. So this may be representing a person with personal placements in one of the air signs. There could be some connection to an air sign person, especially towards the end of the week, in business, money, or again, something of importance, something that matters, air sign person. Okay. Your mind and your mental health really matter, and the guides are talking about prioritizing that. It's going to assist you in other areas of your life as well. The Devil card's talking about working really hard at something, but sometimes too hard, putting in too much energy and chasing it away. The Hermit energy brings some balance to the mix. The Hermit says, okay, we've put in a hard day's work, or we've really given it our all for a period of time. Now it's time to change gears and switch. Now it's time to rest, to relax, to connect to spirit, to have some time in solitude, to have some time out in nature perhaps. And this helps a lot. This is going to bring in balance. This is going to help you to replenish your energy. This is actually going to help accelerate things quite a bit if you're doing this, if you're having that balance and creating those healthy boundaries and switching gears effectively this week. So the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands, there's some excitement here. There's some excitement about what could be, what we could discover, what we can learn, what we may be able to make or transform things into, where we might be able to go. Okay. Travel is in the cards for a lot of you with the Eight of Wands. Work could be picking up, I'm seeing as well for a number of you. The Eight of Pentacles following it. There's this theme about what's worth investing your time, your energy, your money, and so forth into, and what's not, and avoiding, putting energy into what's not worth it, and thus having more energy to invest in what is worth it and what's worth building, taking the time, the resources, the energy, the sweat, blood, and tears to build, but also taking the time and energy to enjoy what you already have, the Hermit, what's already there, and to just, to just connect to spirit in your own way and enjoy life. So, yeah, I see this energy about like maybe shifting something internally with your mindset and what we talked about earlier with like taking time to switch gears and recuperate and rejuvenate after laboring away at something. This is going to help you feel less discontent and help you to see ways to overcome blockages in areas in your life where there's a reoccurring feeling of discontent and lack of satisfaction. The Three of Pentacles is reverse, the Foundation card reverse. I feel like it is saying be cautious this week with the internet and not like indulging too much in an addictive thing with the internet. Try to have balance with it, because it could throw your game off. It could throw your money off if you're not having that balance. Okay, so that being said, there is a bit of a yellow flag here, talking about the acceleration, things really picking up the pace, and there being a lack of a foundation or an improper foundation set. So you want to, again, like have that balance and be cautious and mindful, even when you're moving quickly. Because I do feel like a lot of you you're going to have this passion, or there's going to be this motivation to move very quickly with something. Maybe you're trying to catch up, make up for lost time, some of you. Maybe you're trying to get something accomplished quickly. Maybe it's the name of the game. Or maybe you're just very passionate and excited about it, something you're enjoying doing, or you want the rewards more quickly. But it's like there's a yellow flag here, a cautionary flag saying, oh, you could miss something important, something valuable. You could forget to put in something at the base, and then everything you're building on top of that won't have the security that it needs provided. It'll be flimsy instead of solid. So that's the thing to avoid here. The Queen of Swords can be talking about education, teaching, learning. You have the owl, which is a symbol of wisdom as well. The Queen of Swords is sharp-witted. She's not good with bullshit. She cuts the bullshit out, she sets healthy boundaries. She can be a bit negative or critical sometimes in her shadow energy, but I really see it in a pretty positive light for you. This is like using your words as tools, using your brain, your mind, your intelligence in a responsible way and a mature way to welcome in your blessings and your success, and to sort things, to organize things, to figure out, when it's time to give, when it's time to release, when it's time to set boundaries, when it's time to say no, and as well as when it's time to say yes. So let's get your stones on the table here. Thank you, spirit guides. Okay, yeah, it's like your intelligence coupled with passion and this fiery energy, the movement, the action, the getting things done. It couples really well, but it's like use your head and have the balance to bring in the greatest success. There is something sparkly, something shiny in the Three of Pentacles reverse here. So I feel like this is saying that there will be some sort of reward or treat if you discipline yourself in ways you know you need to with the internet and or electronics in general. If you have the balance you know you need, and you pay attention to that yellow flag that we talked about and act accordingly, there's some sort of reward, treasure coming in as a result of doing that. It's like you pass the test, here's your trophy or your reward. Okay, yeah, I see this week you are, whether you're aware of it or not consciously, the guides are showing me that you're preparing yourself and you're being prepared to move through a portal of sorts. And this is spiritual, mental, emotional, energetic preparation as much as anything else. So it's important. It's important. It's a priority. Connect to the higher mind with this white energy. Take some time to create a supportive environment as well. If things have gotten a bit cluttered or aren't aligned to your current project, take the time to create a good foundation, clean things up. You know, if you need to clean things up, create some sort of white slate. It's showing me like things written on a whiteboard with marker, and you got to take the eraser and erase it before you start a new lesson. The Queen of Swords, make sure you're doing that, cleaning the old stuff away so you have that fresh slate. This is also like between days, like before you go to sleep, having a fresh day, a fresh morning, not dragging things from day to day through the week. This is, you know, thoughts, emotions, etc. Take your showers, that kind of thing. But it's also talking about between life areas, like these projects you're laboring away at with the Eight of Pentacles, or working on whatever you're working on building here. Your job, if you have a job, and your shift, it's like take that time to reset yourself, to switch gears and reset yourself before you embrace other areas of your life, your home life, your relationship, your partnership, your dating life. If you're traveling, again, like take time to transition and avoid dragging like a bag of trash around, if that makes sense, guys. I feel like you're definitely capable of achieving this, and that's why it's being spoken of as it is in your reading. But there, with the Devil card, there could be some sort of naughty, lower vibrational habits and frequencies, other people around you could pick up. You know, it could be kind of contagious, and the guys are just saying, don't do that, don't fall for that trap. Here, you can do better for yourself. Okay. So yeah, metaphorical bag of trash could be literal trash and stuff building up in your purse or your office or whatever. Physical sense, but it can definitely also be like stress, tension in the body. It can be thoughts and feelings and just energies. Shift gears. Make sure to shift gears this week's what I'm getting for you for a closing message. Well, no, we're going to do a drop with the change too and just see if anything comes up this way. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a really lucky week. There's a lot of potential for good luck, good fortune. I see you guys facing things that need to be faced. I see other people like showing up to meet you if they're meant to meet you. Yeah, glances being exchanged, energy being exchanged, and there's a bit of reflection and seeing things from different perspectives, but there's also the potential to see new opportunities for the future, especially through action, when you're being active, when you're exercising, or when you're traveling this week. Okay. And there's a new beginning that has good luck attached to it, and it's not going to disappoint you. Like, you're not going to be discontent. You're not going to be disappointed with this. It's a lucky thing that's coming in, is what I'm getting for a prediction for you. All right, Pile 1, have a beautiful week. I'm going to leave you here. Many blessings. Thank you if you're leaving some feedback, and bye-bye. Okay, Pile 2. Pile 2. Here we go. Pile 2. We're going to start with your oracle cards, I'll call them. Your spirit guide animal for this week. You have the barn owl. Listen for spirit. Okay. And we've got good deed cards and stress less cards, some suggestions for your week. Use a reusable lunch container instead of brown paper bags. Take it how it resonates. Let it inspire you how it will. Okay, and challenge yourself to take a photo of something beautiful each day. How's that for a project? You guys like that one? You taking it on? Let me know in the comments if you do, how it worked out for you. If you're glad you did. Is it worth your time? When things seem hectic, take 5 minutes to do nothing but stare out the window. Okay. And here we have some sirens going off in the background. So I feel like maybe that is a core situation for some of you, is dealing with chaotic energy or hectic energy being around you. Your first card is Aeon, Realization. Goes into Knight of Cups, Conviction. We have Regeneration, the Queen of Wands. The Nine of Cups, Satiety in reverse position. Permutation, the Two of Pentacles. The Emperor, Propulsion, reverse position. Delight, the Four of Wands. The Eight of Cups, Seclusion, reversed. And then the last card is the Queen of Cups, Fascination, in reverse position. So you've got a bit of a wave going on here. There's some dips, there's some challenging energy here, some maybe not so pleasant stuff, but there's also some enjoyable stuff on the table. Most definitely. We're going to get you some stones to clarify. Let me go ahead and do that right now. And as far as zodiac signs go, on the table you have the water signs, the fire signs showing up, as well as potentially Taurus energy. So these could be characters in your story this week. There's some sort of meeting or gathering, potentially a party, that it's definitely a celebration. Okay, there's definitely a celebration energy. There could be a lot of generous vibes in the air, a lot of giving. There might be party favors or free food or things of this nature. The Queen of Wands is showing up like, I want to provide, I want to entertain. The Four of Wands is sometimes a party or an official celebration, or it's just jumping in and enjoying, life and making it a celebration, making something fun and joyous. And the two stones really back up that you're not alone in this. Okay, this is definitely at least two people having a good time together. You have fire sign energy really highlighted. Water sign energy is as well. Some of you, there's a power couple or a collaboration, the water sign and a fire sign. Some of you are working with neon or black, like glow in the dark, neon or black light type paint or some sort of material, or you're seeing it this week. Some sort of connection with that, which I think is always really cool when that does come through in the readings. Okay, what am I seeing here? I'm going to do a coin toss as well. Coins are hiding somewhere through there. Oh, wow. For some of you, there's a fire sign person, or this is like an entertainer possibly, somebody with a fire type career, or who's doing fiery type jobs. We'll talk about this in a minute. And it's like they have most of the coin, or they appear to have most of the coin, or most of the resources, or most of the information that's needed. They're providing most of something here. It's like other people have other things they're bringing to the table too, but this person's got the monopoly with something. I think that's how you phrase it. Okay, so fire type careers are very active careers, or things that are directly dealing with fire. So maybe this is someone, for an example, who's a fitness trainer, or somebody who like fire dances. Okay, somebody who installs heating in buildings as well. It can also be entertaining, or yeah, stuff that's active, dance, entertaining, all of these things. The Knight of Cups is here. Conviction, realization, conviction, regeneration. Okay, so there's some sort of unfulfilled wish or desire, or wish or desire that's fulfilled in an unexpected way coming up on the table to be talked about. For some of you, it's just like, it's like the timing, maybe there's some sort of delay. But I see here the Two of Pentacles. It is showing up like there's some sort of exchange going on. So if you've been waiting on some sort of exchange, maybe you wanted to purchase something and the place was out of stock, for example. I feel like some movement could be coming in this week in relation to that. You know, it's back in stock. You're able to make that purchase, as an example. Okay. I am seeing drawing for some of you. There's like a whole plan, drawing things out, sketches, really a lot of work going into something, making something special. And it feels like it's some sort of presentation or some sort of party. It could be a concert. What else do we have? The Queen of Cups, why is she reversed? Fascination. Something might be boring someone. I see that here. Something's boring to someone, but yet they're not sure if they should separate themselves from it or not. Okay. Yeah, but there's some sort of lack of satisfaction, boredom, or there's anger about something, aggression possibly. This kind of souring things a bit, but it can be looked at as motivation to create change, to recognize a problem so we can align with a solution. The Emperor, propulsion reverse, fascination reverse, seclusion reverse. Okay, what do we have here? I'm seeing some sort of sandwich, or something sandwiched together. So it's like, you know, there's the two pieces. Yeah, there's like layers. There's layers of something, or there's a combining of something. It might be a treat. The party energy of the Four of Wands. For some of you, it's maybe something else, though. Okay. I got ice cream sandwich came up. But I feel like this could be more metaphorical too. Maybe one employer and like two employees. The employer's in the middle. I'm going to think outside of the box, think innovatively what this could be, this sandwich type energy, what's going on here. Because it does feel like location-wise, it could be a situation like that, where there's like one, like the manager, for example, maybe is in the center of the building, and then he has employees to the left of him, employees to the right of him. He's sort of in the middle. Okay. Dating, it could be a factor here. You know, are you prioritizing your romantic life and dating and doing things that you enjoy and sharing it with the right people? If not, I feel like you should be. You should be. You should be aware too that you're worthy and deserving of your desires, your true heartfelt wishes. With that Nine of Cups reverse. The Emperor reverse, like somebody's self-esteem or self-confidence may be hurting a little bit. There might be a feeling of misfortune connected to being in a position of authority, and so somebody doesn't want it, or they're not enjoying being in that position of authority. Could also go the other way, where it's like somebody should be in a position of authority or wants to be in greater authority of their life, or over a project perhaps, or in career, and it feels like misfortune that they're not. But it's talking about finding things to celebrate anyway, choosing to celebrate anyway, not letting the lows keep you down, avoiding suppressing them. Like feel things through, experience your truth, but know that you can shift it, you can change it, you don't have to be stuck in it, and finding things to celebrate, things to enjoy, and maybe involving other people in that as well, and maybe more people could bring in more money, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, something is going to be made very clear, or it's talking about highlighting things, literally highlight something, make something very clear, or something will be made very clear to you. It's like in bright neon colors. This could be with mental flashcards. This could be here in 3D. I'm not sure, but it's definitely showing up as a theme. For some of you, it's more towards the end of the week, being tried out like Thursday, Friday or something, or coming through Thursday, Friday, the end of the week. Balance is important. Balance is important. Like check with the elements, check and get grounded, and like balance your energy before you make your moves, because I think a lot of you are having a pretty active week this week. There's quite a lot to do, and it's like if your emotions, if you got your head on straight, if your emotions are in balance, if you've grounded your energy, if you're taking good care of your body, things are going to go so much more smoothly and flow so much more nicely. It's like all these actions, there's less mistakes, less room for fumbles and things, where I feel like people's thoughts could get in the way, or emotions could get in the way and throw things off balance. But if you set the tone first, if you are mindful about this and place the intent to have the balance, then the actions are more powerful, better received, and maybe more potent. You look better, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all around win-win-win type situation. So there's a really good chance that you're going to realize something, or somebody else is realizing something, a friend or romantic, like a crush or a romantic partner. And this is something that's going to be acted upon. It's for the best. Whatever it is for the best. I feel like it's the thing, like maybe you're crushing on someone, they don't realize that you're crushing on them, but this week they're going to realize that. It's going to click into place and they're going to act upon it. The Queen of Wands is coming up in a really lovely light. Like, she's very generous, very loving. She wants to provide. She wants to share. She wants to care. She wants to, enjoy what life has to offer, the adventures. And she wants to involve other people with this. So I see that happening like on a group level, and potentially a one-on-one level for some of you, happening with work, with job, with career, with exchanges, through shopping, like in many different ways. Okay, I'm also seeing shoes. There might need to be, some attention paid to shoes. You need new shoes. You need to switch shoes. You need to wear the right socks with your shoes. Make sure your laces are tied, all that stuff. Just showing up as it matters. Okay. This is where I'm going to leave your reading and move into another one. But I do want to say, I feel like there's maybe some sort of wall or block connected to what you enjoy or who you'd enjoy being with, possibly with love and romance and dating. And on the other side, there's this realization. And so I feel like there's change worth mentioning here. In that area, it matters. Okay. Love definitely matters, guys. Many blessings to you. Have a beautiful week, and bye-bye. Okay, pile 3, welcome to the table again. Great to have you here. Let's see what the cards will reveal. We're going to start with these cards here, and then we'll go into the tarot. You've got some suggestions here. Come up with 5 different ways to simplify your daily routine. Doesn't mean that you have to implement all 5 of them, but do a little brainstorm as the suggestion this week. Come up with 5 different ways to simplify your daily routine. Then we also have, don't be afraid to spend time alone with your thoughts. Put down your phone, switch off the TV, and just sit for a while. Make some time either on a daily basis or at least once this week to do that. And then you also have, pick up a large bag of cat or dog food to donate to a local animal shelter as a good deed suggestion. Let it inspire you however it will. And for an animal spirit guide, you have the Andalusian horse, transcend yourself. Your tarot, include the 9 of Swords, desperation. The 7 of Swords, ambivalence. Getting a song in my head. Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. It doesn't really have anything to do with the whole of the song, but there's this message of like feeling backed into a corner or being put in a position where one is desperate, whether this is your energy or someone else's. And sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, even if it's not the most ethical thing, or even if it's done in secrecy, even if you have to go behind somebody's back to do it out of sight, out of mind. There's this energy with the 7 of Swords sometimes of defending ourselves from opposing energy that may or may not be intentionally trying to hurt us, hold us back. Okay. So yeah, there's a bit of like bending the rules or doing something on the edge for some of y'all, doing something that's maybe not approved of. Okay. But it's like this person needs to do what they need to do, or there's reasons for them doing this that the others don't understand, and that can be even more stressful, you know, having it be like, you know, shamed that you shouldn't do this, yet you know it's the right thing to do for you. So we have the 7 of Cups, delusion, following that. Yeah, that so far is just reinforcing what I said. You have the Lovers, discrimination, reverse. Okay, so we will get into that. The Generation, Ace of Pentacles energy. The 10 of Swords, destitution, reverse. The 2 of Swords, concurrence, reverse. The dissipation, 5 of Cups, reverse. And then the 6 of Cups, felicity, right side up. Somebody might be feeling a bit nostalgic here. Going through something very challenging, like I mentioned, potentially dangerous as well. But for some of you, this is maybe another person's energy. This person may be disconnected from their higher selves. They don't see choices or options, like they don't have a better choice or option than the one that they're taking or they're making or they made. And it may have cheated it, like it may have been cheating you in some way, maybe ripped you off for some money or hours or whatever it was. It may have been a bit manipulative. If this is like, if this is another person, okay, and they've betrayed you in some way, I feel like there could be some sort of new money coming in or new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles coming in that helps reduce the stress of the situation. The 10 of Swords helps you put your mind at ease, helps you feel less stuck. If you feel stuck between a rock and a hard place, or like you got to make a choice or a decision and neither one's the right one that you see, or you don't know what to do, nothing's ideal there. It's like whatever that situation is, there's something coming in, new money, new resource, new whatever, and it's easing this up, it's making it better, it's providing more. So there is this energy of new abundance coming in this week. It may be midweek for some of you. It may be after something that we talked about up here has happened. I see somebody maybe having to go it all alone. It's like what was put on their shoulders was not fair. And they're trying to feed like 5 mouths on one person's income, and it's just like the income isn't enough. Whatever the situation is, the Lover's reverse, it's like they don't have their partner, they're disconnected from their higher self, they don't have their twin, they don't have their match. And so extreme times sometimes call for extreme measures, and the 9 of Swords into the 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups there is possibly depicting that. Again, new money, new stuff, the Ace of Pentacles coming in, easing the mental frustration, tension, easing the confusion, easing the feeling stuck or desperate, bringing in some sort of relief for sure. The 5 of Cups, dissipation is reversed. There's also some sort of energy here about refusing to deal with some sort of loss or accept some sort of loss, being slow to let it go, and maybe having it replay over and over again, like expecting the worst to happen, or feeling like they have to work too hard for something, or they have to work in a sleazy way or a sneaky way to achieve something, and really put in a lot more strain than they otherwise would be doing if they could align with something greater than that. So the 6 of Cups is coming through saying, okay, do think back on the past a bit. What worked in the past in similar situations and scenarios? Or who have you collaborated with in the past that might be able to assist you now? Or that you can like maybe there was something you learned from them that you can implement now. All right. Let's go ahead and get some stones on the table. For some of you, somebody is going to pay you some money they owed you, or something, work you've done in the past, you're going to be compensated for. Something you've done in the past, you'll be compensated for. A lot with water here. Some of you are interacting with people who have personal placements in water signs, or you yourself are a water sign. Something you're doing with your work possibly has to do with water. Maybe you're taking a trip to the beach. You got to fill up that gas tank a couple times to get there. There's a lot of emotions on the table. It's not just emotions. There's actions too. There is a connection to the higher self, messages, a path that the upper crown chakra area has highlighted or is drawn in like the colors of the upper crown chakra. So there's definitely more. There's layers, there's swirls, but there's a lot of water I'm seeing. There's sand, there's a shore. You're not going to get lost in it. There's the contrast. There's definitely a message of balance here. Creating balance, making balance, appreciating balance, using balance, utilizing balance. A little bit about leverage showing up. There's something coming in that brings some warmth. Okay? It warms up the mind, warms up the heart, warms up the soul, warms up the situation. They're encouraging you to focus on that as needed instead of getting hurt by this cold energy. Focus on the warmth and let it expand. Focus on creating the expansion you need to bring the balance you need in. Okay, what else? We have some coins we're going to throw on the table here. Okay. Yeah, I see some sort of payday for you at the end of the week, or completing some sort of project possibly. It's like something is brought something comes full circle. and it's like reap the rewards of your labor, your harvest here. The number 10 might be significant also. Yeah, I feel like the end result, you'll be able to reflect back on the end result here and be satisfied with it. You guys have the potential on the table for you to do that, what you're creating, where you're aiming with your goals, what you're working towards. The connection with the past self and the future self is really highlighted too. It's a great week to connect with your future self, connect with your past self, bring in the healing, bring in the wisdom that you need, bring in that balance, integrate the three, past, present, and future selves. As far as luck goes, you've got mixed luck on the table. You've got good luck, you got quote-unquote bad luck. I feel like there's like somebody's got like unwanted 2 cents that they're bringing to the table. You don't want to hear their opinion, their 2 cents, or somebody doesn't want to hear your 2 cents at some point. But don't over worry or over stress yourself. Really, the biggest message with your reading is about like releasing some of the tension in the mind and aligning with better things. In doing that, it's a big important step. Just let it go, let it flow. Okay. Yeah, it's like your future self is sitting there waiting for you. It's waiting for you at the end of the path. It sees things differently than you've been looking at them. But connecting with your higher mind, again, can help integrate the three, past, present, and future self. And that is showing up as a theme this week, guys. Your reading feels pretty complete. I'm going to leave it here. Many blessings. Actually, in closing, I will say I'm also seeing, like, sometimes you might have to hop. You might have to jump. You might have to hop. You might have to leap a little bit. Instead of just being able to step and walk your path, you have to hop along. But you have everything you need within you. Okay, and you can do this, and you can have this success. And when there is a will, there is a way. All right, many blessings to you, and bye-bye.